Keynote by Dr. Marwan Alzarouni, Dubai Blockchain Center and Accelliance.
Hello, everyone. So today I'm going to talk about Dubai and what we're doing in Dubai when it comes to blockchain technology and also cryptocurrency and the new emerging technologies such as the metaverse and NFTs and DeFi and more recently DeFi 2.0. I don't know if you've even heard of these kinds of terms, but in Dubai we're always forward-looking. And one of the areas that we're exploring right now is also gamify. I don't know if you have heard about that term as well. You're all here in the same industry, and we all share the same passion for emerging technology, for creating and exploring new ideas and pushing the boundaries. And the UAE is one of those countries that always pushes boundaries. The UAE actually has a ministry called the Ministry of Possibilities, where nothing is impossible. It is a virtual ministry where we tackle problems that no single ministry or area of expertise can actually solve a problem. We bring people together to think together. We bring totally differently educated, thought leaders to come together and try to solve problems from new ways of thinking and new disciplines that we were not usually used to solve these kind of ideas. So that sets the pace to really give you an idea how we do things differently in Dubai. Dubai actually started exploring Bitcoin in 2014 with the first conference in Bitcoin. And some of you might recognize some of the names. It doesn't show very clearly here on the stage, but like Eric Voorhees, Paul Snow, Greg Simon, Austin Alexander, to name a few. They actually came together in Dubai and did the first Bitcoin conference in Dubai, and was with the blessing of the Dubai government. The Dubai government has very forward-looking strategy to limit all paperwork and all transactions based on paperwork by the end of this year. And we already have done it, actually. And a newly created department called Digital Dubai, which I actually represent as well, is going completely digital. There's nothing to do with paperwork across the whole government. What do you need to go to do this digital transformation? Our three pillars are technology, regulation and legislation, and also creating a culture. Culture also includes education, awareness of the technology, and creating an ecosystem and culture based out of this ecosystem. So it's not only people, processes, and technology, but also culture, ecosystem, and regulation. So what will these pillars empower? There are three things that we're focusing on. One is blockchain, of course, and this is being used already in Dubai. The other thing is AI and AI technology, not only narrow AI, but also general AI. One of the biggest movers in this space is Singularity, and they have an office in Dubai and working very closely with a lot of the ecosystem partners in Dubai to come up with solutions that are not only narrow AI, which most of the people focus on in the world, but also general AI. And also the focus on services. We are one of the first, if not the only country in the world that has a minister of AI. We also look at AI from the ethics perspective, not only from the technology perspective. And everyone can join us in this effort. I'm actually in the board of the AI ethics in Digital Dubai, and we partner with global leaders in this space to create an ethical guideline, and you can join us by scanning this QR code, whether you are an individual or a country or a thought leader in the AI space or in the ethics space, and you're worried about ethical issues in AI. We can solve, like I said before, we can solve AI ethics-related issues and any other issues from looking at it from different perspectives. One of the applications we have in Dubai is digital identity, and we believe that digital identity is at the core of solving problems related to blockchain when it comes to KYC, AML, and know your transactions as well. Dubai is already a city fully powered by blockchain for all the applicable use cases of blockchain. For example, our land department is already on the blockchain. And our strategy from 2016 was on these three pillars: is government efficiency. Like I said, we're removing all paperwork, industry creation, creating the ecosystem in the country, as well as bringing in the thought leaders from across the world and creating international leadership in the space. So all the biggest players are actually either have a representative office on Dubai or actually live in Dubai right now. And the UAE level the blockchain strategy was also set with the Minister of Finance, which you see in the video right now, and also the Minister of Economy and all the different ministries to actually drive this on a regular basis. We actually have regular meetings discussing the emerging technology and how we can actually push the blockchain envelope and the cryptocurrency and the ecosystem forward day by day and a week by week weekly meetings, and with the leadership, not layers that sit between us. This goes all the way to the top. And this is one of the learnings that we've had, and this is published already. I'll put up the QR code. And this was done with the World Economic Forum. And these are some of the use cases. I will not bother you with these actually. But we have actually won awards also for being a global leader in blockchain. Many awards actually, and we published a lot of our findings in a number of reports that were published worldwide. I'll talk a little bit about what we do. I'm actually the CEO of Dubai Blockchain Center. And in the center, we focus on education, awareness, and also creation of events and supporting events in this space. What we discovered actually is for us to create proper regulation, we have to bridge this knowledge gap between the regulators and the industry. And the only way to do that is bring both together and let them meet each other and let them interact with each other and try the technology themselves. If you haven't tried blockchain technology, you will never understand how it works. Looking at it as an outsider is not the same as you being inside and investing your money and trying the wallets, trying the DeFi space, trying the games that are actually based on this kind of stuff. A lot of people judge games that are, use the blockchain ecosystem, and they haven't even played a single game. They haven't even collected an NFT before. You have to really, really try something to really understand the different dimensions that it presents. We also focus on academia. We have signed a couple of years ago a three-way agreement between Dubai Blockchain Center, University of Nicosia, as well as the British University of Dubai. And we came up with actual practical projects that are both using blockchain technology for record keeping and notarization, as well as an NFT platform that came from the efforts from the university, academics, as well as people within the industry. The Dubai Blockchain Center is based out of something called Area 2071. And this area is built on this ethos of Dubai, which is creating this collision space. This was created before COVID, but even with COVID, we have actually created virtual spaces where people from different disciplines can come together and talk about how to solve different problems from space. Dubai and the UAE has already reached Mars already and have many satellites going around the world, and a lot of the biotechnologies. We is one of the first countries in the world to actually get out of COVID very quickly with the minimal restrictions on people, all utilizing data, big data, using analytics, using science for vetting the vaccines and then recognizing the feedback from the patients. Every patient that gets any kind of vaccine or a PCR test has to fill out or voluntarily fills out a feedback report. We also are one of the smartest cities in the world, and we've won many smart city awards in the world, but we didn't stop at that. We created a global network for smart cities. Digital Dubai is a leader in that space, and we encourage any person who is within any smart city in the world, within the municipalities, within the management of the city, to actually get in touch with us and be part of this global network. So there's a fly here that's persistent. And this is how you can scan this QR code and join this smart city global network. And finally, I just want to emphasize that without working together, we can never achieve great things. Working in isolation will never get you anywhere. In Dubai, we are a melting pot of different cultures, different nationalities, all working together to create this symphony and harmony between us all to work towards a great goal that we can all achieve, which is in pushing humanity forward, not for ourselves, but for our children. Thank you very much.